Hi guys, it's day 14 of our June challenge and we are going into week 3. Yay! I actually can't believe that we've actually got to day 14 already. And today we're going to be adding in some progressions. Now I've added onto my Facebook group, the Fitness with Ailsa Facebook group, and into my 50 Shades of Menopause group, the progressions. So if you want to add those in for the next few days, you'll be suddenly feeling a lot stronger. Any of you who are joining me for the first time, welcome. You can start this at any point during the month, but just remember, week 1, we start off and there are demonstrations as to how to do all the exercises. It's just 3 exercises, and each week we are progressing them so that by the end of June, you're going to feel a lot stronger. We are working on those big glute muscles, those big leg muscles, and we're also working on our core predominantly. And in this week, we're going to carry on adding in those hand weights if you want to, or cans, anything from around the house that gives a little bit of resistance into your movements. Now, there is a basic level and the intermediate level, and I've put both videos up onto my Facebook page so that if you want to just have a look through and see what it's all about, brilliant. It is a warm one today, as it's been over the weekend. So I hope you're hydrating and keeping yourself hydrated, lots of water. We're going to get started so I can take you through what the new progressions are. So I'm hoping you had a great weekend. If this is a Monday for you, I'm going to pick up weights because we've been doing our first, last week we started with weights. I'm going to carry on with those. Now then, what we did last week, we added a little pulse into everything. So we are going to be doing our lunges today. I'm going to show you from the side. So for the basics, you've been doing an alternating leg each day, and then we've been doing a pulse. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to step forward a little bit just to show you. You're still going to be doing your lunge forwards, and you can still do your pulse. You can either choose to do a pulse or not. Then you're going to come back and tap back, and we're going to go into a reverse lunge. So you're going to have to find your gap balance, go down, no pulse on this one for you, and straight back up. So it's going forwards for 1, tap down and back before you alternate your leg. So that's increasing what we're doing a little bit for you, okay? Now that reverse lunge, if you feel that you're not confident holding onto weights, put your hands on your hips and just find that balance. So the first couple of days, it might be just getting the movement from the forwards, backwards. We're really engaging through our core in order to get that motion forwards and back. Now then, if you are with me on the more intermediate, we're going to be coming forwards on our right leg. We're going to do a pulse at the front, then we're going to tap back, and then we're going to take it back into that reverse, and we're going to pulse at the back. And we're going to do 10 on the right, 10 on the left. So remember, on the basics, you're alternating 10 moves. You're going to be going forwards and back on the right, forwards and back on the left, alternating. We're going to be doing it 10 on the right, 10 on the left. Anytime it feels too much, march it through, roll those shoulders, and it's all about finding that balance. So let's get started. So we're going to come forwards, put a little pulse in here, take it back, tap back, and then we're going to take it back and add that pulse and come back up. So I'm going to keep doing it on my right, and then tap. Oops, you can see I'm going to have to find my balance on this carpet, and up, and forwards, down, and up. And I always find my back lunge is the one that I need to concentrate on now. You don't have to go very deep with that back lunge. You could always do a step back if you wanted to on the first ones. Good. This is 4 coming up. Now it does add in to the workout quite considerably, this extra pulse at the back, and find that balance. So see how you feel. This is 5. We've got 5 more on this leg. How are you doing? Squeeze it up. So that standing leg will feel it. Coming up, making sure those knees are going down 90 degrees as well. That was 6. So let's go to 7. Here we go. Tap back. So we've got a strength work going on here. 8. And back. Tap it down. Before you change legs, find that balance each time. This is 9. You've got this. Now, if you're doing the basics, the alternating, you'll always be at the end of yours. And hope you're feeling good. Remember to walk through those legs. And last one, squeeze. And up, march those legs, roll those shoulders. You can definitely feel the difference, that extra in those legs. We're going to start with our left leg coming forwards. 5, 6, off we go. So coming forwards, down that pulse, tap it back, and then step back. Now then, which are you finding easier? Let me know if you find them going backwards. Okay. Find that balance. And which is your wobbliest leg? Here we go. Actually, holding onto the weights, I find sometimes helps to stabilise me a little bit more. Always thinking about keeping that tummy pulled in, shoulders up and back, keeping your posture good, knees going 90 degrees. Yeah, breathe. And this actually really is a very strong workout for you first thing in the mornings. This is 4. Tap back and back. Good. And 5. Step back. Our endorphins are lifting. We're balancing our hormones. Always like to know we're doing that. And back. Here we go. This is 7. And you can definitely feel those legs. Remember, shallower is easier. If at any point it feels like it's getting harder or too much for you, you can stop and walk it through, or go shallower. You can just do a step forward with a little pulse, step back with a little pulse. This is 9. We are nearly there. Good. And coming up for 10. Well done. Those of you who join me, please comment below. Do a hashtag replay. Let me know how you'll find that extra move. It definitely adds into our challenge. And as it's called a challenge, I always wanted to give you a little bit more. Now then, we're going to go into our squats. So let me just say, for the basic level, this time last week, you were doing coming down with a little pulse and squeezing up. This week, you're going to add in those arms that we've been doing, so down, and then you're going to squeeze those arms up, straight up to the ceiling, and straight down. Try not to arch your back, tummies are pulled in, and you're pushing back with those bottoms. For the advance, we're going to do 3 pulses and then raise. All right, so we're just adding a little bit more in this time. So we're going to be doing 3, 2, 1, squeeze up. Now then, see how deep you can go comfortably, really pushing those bottoms back. 5, 6, off we go. So 3, 2, 1, squeeze it up. Now you can have cans in your hand. 1 and up, squeeze. So remember, those glutes are squeezing. When you get to the top, squeeze those up. That's 3. Down, 2, 3. Now, if you're on basic and you want to do the 3 pulses, you go for it. It will really activate through those inner thighs, those glute muscles. We're activating through our abdominals, we're raising our arms over our heads. This is 6. Squeeze. And of course, it's very warm weather at the moment, so we're going to really feel that additional heat. 2, 3, squeeze it up. We've got, this is coming to 8. Squeeze, and don't forget we're going to be doing our extra pulses at the end. This is 9 coming up. Good, we've got 10. Here we go. 2, 3, squeeze it up. Now, going down, straight down. We're going to go into pulses. You can all do this if you want to. Ready? 10, count with me. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze it up. Well done. March those legs. Very good leg workout this morning. Good. Let's put those weights down. Now then, we're going to go into doing our core work. So come down onto the floor, soften those knees, walk your hands forwards. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add in an extra. Now, I keep saying it's 3 moves, 10 repetitions, but because we're in our plank position, it is that move, but we're going to be adding in different exercises. So week 3 for the beginners, or for basics, you're going to be going back into that 3/4 position, and you're going to take your toes under, and you're definitely going to be coming up, and you're going to drop those knees. Now, if you can't, remember, you can start with your knees and do the opposite way. That's the way you can always go, because core takes a bit longer to get that strength in. All right, so our first move is going to be the spider swipe, which is coming forward, cross back. I'll show you quickly for those of you who are new. So let's get started. 5, 6, off we go. So we're going to do 10 of those, each of those. So those knee drops or these spider swipes. So those bottoms are down, tummies are in. That's 4. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, knees down. Take it back. Now then, what we're going to do is we're actually going to go into a move that we can all do. We're going to do a hip dip. So we're going to hip dip it before we go into our more advanced additional moves. So for you, those of you who are on beginner, you're going to be going onto your elbows and you're going to be taking your knees back. So as if you're in your 3/4 plank position. All right, so you're going to go from here and you're going to drop your hip center and then drop center. Your knees are together. It's easier if you have your knees together, and you might find that you need to just keep adjusting where your feet are. All right, so you go from one side center, the other side center. For those of you who are more advanced, come up on your toes, make sure that those elbows are underneath your shoulders. And we're going to hip dip from a straight leg. Are you ready? 5, 6, off we go. So cross, center, 2, 3, center, 4. Keep adjusting your feet. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, knees down. Now, those of you who've done basics and you want to stop there, well done. You've done great. That's added in a lot more into that workout for you, and your strength will really go for it. Now, remember, if you can't do all the 10 moves, write down where you're at. Have you progressed? I'd love you to let me know what you started at on day 1 and where you are now and what you're able to do. It'd be fantastic to hear. I'd love it if you could share with me. For those of you who want to carry on, we're going to be doing our step outs or jump outs. So you can either do step outs or your jump outs. Now, I think I'm on the step outs today. I've been alternating different days. So let's get started. 5, 6, off we go. So out, out, in, out, out, in. This is 3. You've got this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Knees down. Are you finding those any easier? I'd love to know. Really stretch forward. I think once you get to halfway through a month, which we will be tomorrow, you can really start to notice all these little changes. Big changes actually will start happening, which is fantastic. All right, let's do our last one. Leg raise. Let's take ourselves up. And remember, you can always do it from the knee and do it with a bent leg if you want to. Flex that foot. That's so if you're beginners and you want to join in, you can. If you want to do it from a straight leg back. 5, 6, off we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you've got this. 7, squeeze. 8, 9, last one. 10. Give knees down. Take it back into child's pose. Ease off those wrists. Well done. And that's your challenge for the day. And that's what we're going to be doing for the rest of this week. And I hope you enjoy. Let's come up onto our feet. Let's just do some circle arms. Just reach up and mobilize through what we've just worked. Take your arms behind you, open out your chest, squeeze the shoulders back, march those legs a little bit. Now that's much more of a fuller workout. Taking that and adding that into your day is going to make all the difference. So you can use this now and go into another workout. You can use this and go for a walk. But I hope you enjoyed it. Hi, Ali. Lovely that you joined me. Thank you, my darling. And I hope you've all had a great day. Have a great one. Hope you enjoyed this one. And I will see you tomorrow, day 15. Well, let's get these progressions carried on. All right. Have a great one. Don't forget the water. Bye.